Oh boy, let me turn this fucking air down. Let me see. I got the defrost on. We gonna eradicate that. And we're gonna put him this way over here. Do it like that. Adjust it like that, cause it is cold outside. Morning, everyone. We are in the 5-0 this morning. Supercharged, bitch. Got a lot of plans for the 5-0, but this video is not about the 5-0 actually. This video is about the Dragon Ball community still getting on my ass about GT. And I didn't even want to make this motherfucking video. But it seems like no matter what you provide, what you say, and what you do, you're gonna still have the people that says, well, where's the official statement from Akira Toriyama talking about GT is now canon? Have the thought ever dawned to you guys that Akira Toriyama probably called Shueisha, told Shueisha, hey, let's go ahead and make it canon, we'll sign off on it. Case in point, this evidence here, if you just Google, is GT canon? That Akira Toriyama say GT is canon, that Shueisha acknowledges that GT is canon. You will see all of this. It doesn't have to be an official interview or anything that you guys need to support it. All you need to know is Shueisha confirmed it, Akira Toriyama signed off on it. We all know that Akira Toriyama was a private guy. He's not gonna just talk about any and everything of why he deemed it to be. It's his shit. He deemed it to be. And let me try to explain the reasons behind that. The reason why GT is canon to Z, and I said this in a live stream yesterday. I'm gonna go back even further. And you guys hear that? Whoa, that's my supercharger. I have a centrifugal on this car, ESS G2 head unit. Let me take you back. Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. If you watch all of that in its entirety, right? If you watch all of that, GT is canon. The reason why it is canon is because GT picks up 5 years after the events, after the tournament in Z. Okay? Period. Bar none. There's no disputing that. Even though Toriyama didn't make a manga, and even though Toriyama didn't have his name on the story, he signed off on the story. That right there made it canon. It picked up in the same timeline 5 years after the events of Z. Now, if you watch Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z after Boo, don't watch the rest of Z. That's where Daima comes in. Daima comes in right there after Boo, immediately after Boo, right? And then it goes right into Super. And then Super picks up and is going to retell the whole entire story of the events after Boo. It's not going to be tied to GT. They pay homage to GT with everything and the ideas they took from GT, like the Universal Tour for the Super Dragon Balls and all that shit. That came from GT. Super Saiyan God being red were ideas from GT. Give me the Goku in 17 fight was ideas from GT. A lot of shit that happened in Super were direct ideas from GT. Period. There's no disputing that. If you Google that, it tells you that. I even said that in the live stream, but I would put more evidence up here. I've been saying that for years. The problem is, you guys listen to Geekdom and shit all the motherfucking time. And he's not gonna sit there and tell you that because it doesn't fit his narrative. Okay? Period. I even seen a little bit of his live stream yesterday where he was trying to cut a wrestling promo, saying he got more money and shit, but yet he was crying, complaining when YouTube almost shut his channel down about Dragon Ball. And like, I seen some of your people tell you clean up your room. Yeah, you need to clean your room up, dude. That's not a good look at all. Like, literally at all. And I heard you drive a Camry. I mean, I drive a 700 horsepower stick shift 5.0. Paid for, by the way. And for that, supercharged my Durango, actually, RT. If my wife wants it supercharged, I want it supercharged. But anyway, that's beside the point, because I don't do this for money. YouTube doesn't pay my bills. the point I'm trying to make is, oh yeah, run out there and get hit. Run out there and get hit. Just run out there and get hit. I mean, you know, you don't have the arrow, you just go right there and get hit. Yeah, you know, we just stop in the middle of the intersection. You know, we have a yellow light, so we just stop because, you know, we want to fucking stop. Give me a second, guys. I hate people that can't fucking drive. Fucking assholes. I can't stand folks that cannot fucking drive. Like, they hesitate to do any goddamn thing. Like, it's fucking crazy. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Super is replacing GT chronologically. If you pick it up after the events in Diamond and run from there. If you try to watch all of Z and then Super, it's not going to make sense. Okay? It's not going to make sense. Super's going to end completely different. You're not going to get that end of Z tournament that everybody wants, because if you do that, then how can you explain the events of GT? That's why you're getting these characters like Black Frieza, Brawly, Beast Gohan. It's going to be a whole totally different ending to Super. It's not going to tie in to the ending of Z. If it does, then they retold that whole Z ending that was original, that everybody fell in love with, just so you guys can have nostalgia purposes. And the whole reason why Daima came to be was because Toriyama wanted to do some GT-like and do it to his liking. That's why he did what he did and put a form in there similar to Super Saiyan 4 that we have no name for. Period. Bar none. There's no name for that form yet, but everybody's calling it Super Saiyan 4 because of the similarities. But we don't even know the name of that form yet. But when it come out, my assumption is it's not going to be Super Saiyan 4, because Super Saiyan 4, the way that Goku acquired that in GT was by the Elder Kai. So the ideal that they took and the way that his power was awakened is totally different. And Vegeta also had the form in GT. So Super Saiyan 4 guys have always been canon. And I'll give you another reason how it's canon. In Japan, they aired GT on TV. They aired it. Unlike Heroes, but Heroes did get aired, but we all know that's a fucking thing. It was aired in Japan. Merchandise was sold behind GT. Box sets and seasons were made for GT. It, like I say, we all know it told that story. So Super Saiyan 4 has always been canon. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has always been canon. It's canon. No matter how you try to argue with me, it's canon. Facts doesn't care about your opinions. And the facts is Shueisha, who owns the rights to Dragon Ball. Shueisha and Toei owns the rights. They own it. Remember now, they own it. They haven't deemed Heroes to be canon, but they deem GT to be. As a matter of fact, Toriyama's dead now. They can deem anything they want canon related to Dragon Ball. They can even say Cooler's canon if they want to. They can do that. They own the rights to it. They can do what the fuck they want. So, to wrap this up, y'all can put that shit to rest. Akira Toriyama and Shueisha signed off. They signed off on it. Akira Toriyama doesn't have to have, he's dead now, he didn't have to have an interview saying why he done it. He called Shueisha most likely and say, hey, GT is canon. Let's just make it canon. Or Shueisha came to him and say, hey, GT is canon based on XYZ. Let's make it canon. You make it canon, you can push mode, do more, sell more merchandise. Akira Toriyama, okay, it's canon. And Shueisha and them signed off on it. Doesn't have to have an interview. For it to even include his name in a Google search with Shueisha, all you guys have to do, if you really want to know what happened, is contact Shueisha. And they'll probably tell you, go fuck yourselves, we do the fuck we want. But if you really want to know the truth, just contact Shueisha. Calling me. Nah, hung up. So, with that being said, guys, I'm done about this. People like me were right for years. It's just like, oh, Vegeta is stronger than Gogeta because of what old Kai said. You do realize that it's the same goddamn two people fusion, and the Earrings didn't enhance their powers. The fusion was just easier to do. Akira Toriyama came back and said that, yeah, we kind of fucked up with that. It was misinterpreted the wrong way. They're both essentially the same person, different names, different methods of fusion, and they have similar power. They're even in power. There's no, this guy is stronger than this guy. They both have the same fucking power. And a lot of you guys got mad about that. I was saying it for years. How the fuck was Vegito stronger than Gogeta? It's the same people, just two different methods of fucking fusion. It didn't make fucking sense. But that they took what old Kai says, a more powerful form of fusion, and ran with it. When in hindsight, it was more of a permanent form of. If it's permanent and lasts longer, it is a powerful form of fusion. It's a better way to fuse. You ain't worry about no fucking time originally as we thought. But then we find out that nah, there's a time limit. Mortals doesn't have a permanent way of fusion. But that's another topic for a whole nother discussion. And that might be a form of discussion when I do the next live stream after Diamond comes out. We might talk about some things like that. But anyway, guys, hope you all enjoy. GT is Canon. Deal with it. Fucking stop whining about it. Stop coming on my comments talking about, oh, you fucking wrong. Facts doesn't care about your feelings. I got facts. It doesn't care about your feelings. Other than that, guys, baby boy, Savar Matner, I got shit to do. Time is money. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Don't make sense, don't make dollars. So, hey, you guys have a good one. I'm everyone. Peace.